September the 9th. Nothing to fear but fear itself. But there is no reason to live and no limit to our miseries if we let our fears predominate. Seneca, Moral Letters 13.12b. In the early days of what would become known as the Great Depression, a new president named Franklin Roosevelt was sworn in and gave the first inaugural address. As the last president to hold official office before the 20th Amendment was ratified, FDR wasn't able to take office until March, meaning that the country had been without strong leadership for months. Panic was in the air. Banks were failing and people were scared. You've probably heard the nothing to fear but fear itself soundbite that FDR gave in that famous speech, but the full line is worth reading because it applies to many difficult things we face in life. Let me assert my firm belief that the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Nameless, unreasoning, unjustified terror, which paralyzes needed efforts to retreat into advance. The Stoics knew that fear was to be feared because of the miseries it creates. The thing we fear pale in comparison to the damage we do to ourselves and others when we unthinkingly scramble to avoid them. An economic depression is bad. A panic is worse. A tough situation isn't helped by the terror, only makes the things harder. And that's why we must resist. We must resist it and reject it if we wish to turn the situation around. Nothing to fear but fear itself. Can we remember that throughout the day when we might be feeling scared, feeling the situation, circumstances, consequences, outcomes, possible outcomes, potential outcomes of doing something? Can we feel the fear? Can we resist the fear but still do the thing? Can we resist the fear but still do the thing? Can we do the thing in calm presence with love? Can we do things in love, compassion, acceptance, fearlessness? Fearless. Can we do things fearlessly with courage? Can we move up our consciousness. But there is no reason to live and no limit to our miseries if we let our fears predominate. Question: why am I scared of this? What is dominating my life? Am I putting off things through fear? Can I use reason? If fear is there, what effect is it having? Is it coloring my judgment, reasoning? If we remove the fear, if we resist it, can we become clear and make more of better decisions, clear decisions? Can we just be like indifferent? FDR came into office when the country was in full of fear. Nothing to fear but fear itself. Let me assert my firm belief that the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Nameless unreasoning, unjustified terror, which paralyzes needed efforts. Nameless unreasoning. So it's nameless unreasoning can be reasoning without a name. Just it's just there. It's just there. And unjustified terror. Terror that is not justified. I make up a story. A story. Truth. Feel the liberation. Enjoy the day, my friend.